All right, there will be no alt season, no altcoin season this bull run. None whatsoever. It's all over. Okay, video over now. Why is everyone still here? People are still here because there is still the possibility, all jokes aside, there's still the possibility of an altcoin run. I'll show you guys why and why this could still be part of the normal cycle. In fact, if we look at some real statistics, this is where we could even say we're not even that late, right? This is how it almost always happens if we look at how altcoin season happens every cycle. We just have to look at the facts, right? It is possible it may not happen this time around, but if it does, if that's the case, right, we're not even at that point to disprove it yet. We're not even late yet. I'll show you guys why with some facts. So far, basically, there are a couple of things we could look at. For example, this is Bitcoin, right? We need, usually the biggest alt runs are when Bitcoin price actually tops. Because what happens is actually this. What happens in an altcoin season is Bitcoin tops and some of the whales or most of the whales decide to sell. When they sell, they don't just park it in cash. They don't just take that money and say, well, I'm going to put it in US dollars. They are greedy. It's human nature. They've just made like millions, even billions in Bitcoin. And they say, well, Ethereum still looks so low. Why don't I put 10% of this in Ethereum? And Solana still looks so low. Why don't I put another 5% of my Bitcoin profits in Solana? And so that is how the rotation happens. Bitcoin tops, and then some of that money moves into altcoins. That's when Bitcoin dominance drops, and you have this crazy run in altcoins. That's usually the biggest, craziest run in altcoins happens when Bitcoin tops. So, for example, let's have a look at this here. This is Bitcoin. So we need to look at what's going to happen to Bitcoin next. This is Bitcoin, and this red line here is actually the price of gold. Now, you can notice here there's a very interesting relationship between Bitcoin and gold, and it's telling us where Bitcoin is going next. All right? Before you get to that, though, and get to when altcoin season is going to happen, I'd just like to ask you guys a quick question. Which crypto exchange does Pablo use? Well, Pablo uses a non-KYC crypto exchange. That means you don't have to show your ID. That means the exchange doesn't even know who you are. That means the IRS, the tax office, the CIA, FBI, nobody can see that it's you. It's totally private. That's why Pablo has made this massive deal with the Bitunix, and you can win a Tesla Model 3, a Rolex, or a Vision Pro just by signing up to trade, right? But it's limited time only, and only on this Pablo link. So basically, if you're on YouTube right now, it's the description below. The link is in the description below. If you're on Twitter or Instagram or anything else, just go to my homepage. Just go to my homepage and click on the Stand link, and it's the first thing that comes up. It's the first deal that comes up on the Stand link. And just remember, only with this link, the Pablo link. Okay, let's get back to it. Now, here is gold. Gold, basically, you notice gold almost always during this bull run, this was at 15K. 15K back in November 2022. Gold leads. See, gold goes up first, then Bitcoin goes up here, right? Then they both go sideways, and then gold goes up. Then 2 weeks later, Bitcoin follows. Did you see what's happening here? If there's a white space between gold and Bitcoin, that means gold is moving first. This is probably the only instance here. This run up from 42K to 66K is probably the only instance where Bitcoin went first and then gold follows. That's probably the only instance. And look at this run up, right? When Bitcoin was stuck in this 50, 60K range forever, it seems, last year, gold goes up first, right? And then, like, how long was this? This is July to something like, let's say September, October. So that's 3 months later. Bitcoin waits 3 months and then follows up. And now Bitcoin goes sideways again, and gold again goes up, right? Again goes up. And now if it tops and starts going sideways or a slight pullback, then that's Bitcoin's chance to move. Why do I think gold has topped? I won't bore you guys, but here is the gold futures chart on COMEX. That's the American Futures Exchange, and here we're looking at the weekly chart. Let me just come on. Okay, here's the weekly chart, and we can see that. Let me just get rid of this. We can see this is a big topping tail, right? Big topping tail here. This is especially after a pretty crazy run. And if we were to turn it into a logarithmic chart, we can see it's also at the top of this massive channel. Right? This is like a 2-year channel in the making. Sorry, 5 years, starting from 2019. Boom, 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 boom. So we're expecting at least some sort of pullback here. May not be huge, but at least some sort of pullback here. When that happens, as we've seen, Bitcoin probably does this. And as we just said, if Bitcoin tops, then altcoins come and make that move. So I'll just show you guys what I mean. Let's have a look at this one. Let's have a look at okay, this chart. See, in previous times, when it was it's basically okay. See, this is Bitcoin in the 2019-2020 bull run. Bitcoin, when it broke through above the all-time high, when it broke through, came out of the bear market, broke above the all-time high, right? When it got to here, see this zone? This was January 18th, 2021. When it goes to here, altcoin market cap still did not break through. It was still making a double top. It still did not break into a new all-time high. It's only when Bitcoin was way above its new all-time high. It's only when Bitcoin came here and almost and topped, you could argue, right? This was 64K, this was 69K, this was basically a double top. And basically topped here. Then altcoins, right? This zone and this zone are the same thing. Actually, see, it says here, 2021, Jan 18. This is 2021, Jan 18. So after Bitcoin made this run, then altcoins started running. Altcoins were not even at the double top here. Did not even reach anywhere close to the all-time high, right? Then it started running. Okay, so now let's have a look at this again. Bitcoin again broke through into a new all-time high. Above 69 was 73K, and it's again at this region. When it's at this region, altcoins market cap is not even into a new all-time high yet. All right, it's still repeating what happened in 2019. So, in other words, we probably need something like this, right? Like this, then for altcoins market cap to do this, to have a big run. Because this is exactly what happened in the last bull run, right? In the last bull run, when Bitcoin was already, here was 20,000, right? The 20,000 all-time high, Bitcoin got up to like 34,000. And at this point, altcoins were still nowhere even near their all-time high. Then Bitcoin had to keep on running. From then on, that's when above 40,000, that's when altcoins finally started running. Okay, so many charts just prove this. Let's have a look at another chart. So, for example, we could have a look at this chart. Okay, so this is saying right. This is just showing what QT and QE is. It's because a couple of videos ago, I made a video about a week ago saying that you can basically only have a big bull run in QE. Well, I didn't say you can only have a big bull run in QE. I said that basically we probably need QE It would really help. And going back, these are just showing you the instances where Bitcoin still had a bull run. Altcoin still had a bull run when there was no QE. So what we're in right now is QT, 2022 to right now, QT. So these red boxes are QT. So for example, here, when QT was still happening between 2017 and 2019, QT started here, and we can see that total crypto market cap was still pushing up. This was a big push up higher. These are exponential charts, remember. So this was a big run. And especially during this time, right, when QT started, we still saw Bitcoin dominance go from like 70% down to 40%. Wow, that's like a 30% move in Bitcoin dominance. So that is totally a massive alt season. And it happened when QT was happening. Okay, so that's whereas last bull run, the blue box is when QE, or quantitative easing, is printing money is happening. Of course, crypto goes crazy, and Bitcoin dominance goes down. So mad altcoin season. But it's just trying to show that even in these, and again, in this red box is where we're in right now. Quantitative tightening, and we see Bitcoin has actually made a 6 to 7x run, right? From 15K to 109K. That's a 7x run. It's just that the altcoins haven't started running yet. We just need Bitcoin to start doing something like this. And it's Bitcoin dominance to go down. And that has happened before. This was 2015. In the 2015 bull run, right? In the 2017, right? In the 2017, end of 2017, Bitcoin dominance dropped massively even as QT was happening. Okay, for example, let's have a look at another chart. Okay, this is showing when altcoin seasons happen. So these big drops are altcoin seasons, right? These big drops. When these big drops happen, we can see that Bitcoin dominance is just falling. That means Bitcoin dominance falling, altcoins are gaining, are becoming much bigger. So this red spot, pink spot, is this pink spot. Once again, look at Bitcoin, right? This is the 2016 bull run. Bitcoin hits a new all-time high. Right, goes above $1,000. Hits a new all-time high, and alts kind of started a bull run, but the big altcoin bull run only starts when Bitcoin is way above. It's now like 2x, 3x above the all-time high, previous all-time high, and then goes up. That's when altcoin season really launches. Let's look at the last bull run. 2020-21 bull run. This was 20K. Bitcoin goes to like 30 something, right? This is the pink spot here, the pink circle. And altcoins still have not had an altcoin season yet. It's only when Bitcoin goes from 33K to like 60K in that last leg, then altcoin season starts going crazy. And here we are again, right? This is something I've shown you guys already. So basically, we've seen Bitcoin hit a new all-time high, 73K. No real altcoin season yet. Bitcoin goes to 109K. Still no real altcoin season yet. But what if this place, where we are right now, 108K, is the pink spot? Just like how these were the pink spots before. And if when Bitcoin makes a push up like this to, I don't know, 120, 130, 140, I don't want to name a number because I'd just be purely guessing. But when a push does another leg up, that's when altcoin season happens and Bitcoin dominance just drops, because this is what happened the last two times, right? So we're not late. We're actually on time compared to if we look at the structure of where Bitcoin is when altcoin season happens. Now, what's the reason why? What's the reason why altcoin season has been delayed this time? Okay, Here's one reason that may not be that popular. This is a chart of when pump.fun got launched. It was early 2024. This is Solana TVL, total value locked. Of course, it's on pump.fun is on Solana chain. So of course, a lot of value got locked onto Solana. So Solana took off and Solana price took off to like $280 eventually. But this, look at this. Solana TVL went parabolic. But look at this. This is the top 125 alts, right? The largest 125 alts, excluding the top 10, as a percentage of Bitcoin market cap, right? They just shrunk. They basically just shrunk. Altcoins just started underperforming. And even now it's underperforming. And we just made a new low. That's alt season. Alt season's going down. If we believe this chart, then it's because Pump Fund came and basically attracted all the money away, the funding, the liquidity, away from altcoin season, all the altcoins, and went into Solana. Not just Solana itself, but all the meme coins. Basically, think about it. There are literally like something like 100,000, 500,000 new meme coins launched every day on pump.fun. It's just diluting, right? It's just diluting the liquidity from an altcoin season run to a pump.fun run. That seems to be one plausible explanation. People might disagree. You're welcome to disagree. So I'll show you guys one more chart to demonstrate where we are and where we could go. So let's see. Right. Yeah, this is where we are right now. Okay. Having shown you all of that, look at this, guys. This is Bitcoin. Hits 73K, goes just above 69K, and then boom, hits 108, 109K. That's where we are right now. But this circled area, right, is when Bitcoin was trying to challenge its previous all-time high. Now, these are the major alts. These are all altcoins. All altcoins. Right now, all altcoins is one step behind because Bitcoin has popped above previous all-time high, but all altcoins are still, right, hanging just at a double top of the previous all-time high. Then, what we call alt season, it's the other altcoins, which is the top 125 altcoins, but not including the top 10, not including Binance, the BNB, Solana, XRP, not including those coins. It's not even with this pullback, which has had not even anywhere near a double top yet. So what needs to happen is basically Bitcoin, gold goes up first. Okay, this in summary, this is what happens in altcoin season. Gold goes up first, then gold tops. Like I just showed you guys, we probably had a gold top. Gold goes sideways, then Bitcoin pumps. Bitcoin pumps here. The large alts pump. Large alts pump. And then smaller mid-cap alts do this, hit the previous all-time high we've had, make a double top, pull back a little, and then boom, right? It does something like this, and that's alt season, and that's crypto bull run is over because Bitcoin had already topped. Then altcoins top, large altcoins, and then the mid-cap and the tiny little coins top, right? This would be literally end of the last 5 to 8 weeks of the bull run, literally. So, which is why it's dangerous because once this comes down, it could come down 50% in one day, and then it's all over. And then when you look back, Bitcoin's already down here. Bitcoin's already like down 30%. Bull market's already over. So that's why altcoin season is high risk, high return. Okay, so let's hope with all the rugs that's happening lately, let's hope the whole CZ and his dog Broccoli situation, that's the whole President Milei of Argentina situation clears up. We get less rug pulls, less of these crazy meme launches, and money returns to the real utility coins. And altcoin season, according to the charts, according to history, could still easily happen. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Thank you for your time. Catch you next time.